Man, the battle between Vegeta and Granola is so good. I love that the Shigarians are fleeing their city because of all the rumbling going on. You don't get enough of that because whenever a battle goes on Earth that would literally shake the planet, the humans don't really respond like, oh, maybe we should evacuate or something like that. No. But here, the Shigarians are like, oh, okay, rumbling's going on. We're just gonna GT the FO until that dies down. Also, I gotta give it to Vegeta where he actually tries to talk to Granola initially, tries a little bit of diplomacy, because this is the new and improved Vegeta, saying, yeah, I parted ways with Frieza a long time ago. I don't work for him anymore. But Granola brushes that off, saying that Vegeta's begging for his life. Oatmeal does try to reason that Goku also tried to assert that he wasn't a bad person, but Granola just believes that they're trying to... It's self-preservation for the most part. But Vegeta goes on to say, dude, I was a child all those years ago. What you're talking about has nothing to do with either me or Goku. But Granola stands his ground and saying, all Saiyans are my enemies. All Saiyans will pay. And thus Vegeta's just like, okay, well, if you're going in that direction, let's throw down. Let's get it on. And he shows off a few destructive power techniques, lifting up rocks with a little bit of levitation, exploding them near Granola, big boom, and nothing really happens. And Granola's just like, I see what you're trying to do. And he does exactly what Vegeta was doing, but does it with an even bigger rock and just explodes that, knocking Vegeta towards him. And then Granola delivers this massive punch to Vegeta's midsection. And that's basically how the fight goes. Vegeta tries, Granola manages to counter it. Granola goes in for a hit, Vegeta gets knocked pretty much on his ass. Although the selling point of this fight is the various different terrains this goes over. You know, they start battling near a river, and you get to see a little bit of the rushing attacks there. You know, that's actually pretty awesome, as Vegeta just continues to knock back further and further to the point where he ends up underwater, and then Granola starts shooting all these beam blasts into the water, and Vegeta has to swim away, and you see the trail of where Vegeta goes in the water and stuff. Like, Toyotaro is doing an amazing job of choreography for this fight. And we even get to see this awesome technique from Granola where it's almost like he's pulling back a bowstring of an arrow, where he brings his two fingers, you know, almost like he's about to fire an arrow, and Oatmeal actually assists him with aiming, which is really one of the biggest clues that something is a little off about the strength that Granola has, and Vegeta calls him out on it later, but Vegeta just barely manages to hold off the attack from Granola. And I have to imagine that he used something to the effect of Force Spirit Fission to dissipate the blast. And Granola's actually taken aback by the strength of Vegeta. And despite all of this, Vegeta still believes that he will win. Meanwhile, Goku finally wakes up from getting his shit absolutely wrecked, in pain from the chest injury that Granola gave him, but actually shocked that Vegeta is getting stuck in. I love the way he says, Vegeta, join the fight! But everything Vegeta whips out, Granola easily counters as they're just flying through the air. But Vegeta gets a little cheeky, and as Granola lets out one blast, Vegeta manages to instantaneously dodge it, and that blast ends up heading to the ruins of the Cerulean people. And Vegeta talks him about it, just like, oh man, blowing up the ruins of your old home? All those memories, man, sucks for you. Granola loses his shit for a moment. But he also taunts the fact that, yes, Granola, you have a lot of strength, a lot of power, but you're not trained in it. That's what you're lacking, and that's what'll help me win. And even when Granola manages to get in a solid kick to Vegeta, Vegeta manages to grab his leg and tries to break it right then and there. it doesn't work, but it shows that Vegeta's actually using a lot of strategy here. And Vegeta's like really kind of getting amped up by this. He's just like, yes, I love this. I love fighting. And Granola gets pissed. It's just like, ah, Saiyans and your love for battle, your love for carnage. Ugh. But Vegeta just keeps talking up a storm, saying strongest, second strongest, who's the weakest. That only matters in the beginning, not over time. I'm already stronger than I was 5 minutes ago when we started, and I'll continue to grow more and more powerful as time goes on. And Granola's like, oh, really? Then I might as well finish you off here and then. And so he goes for that same kind of attack he gave to Goku to Vegeta's midsection. And man, this hit is intense. Vegeta just coughing up all this blood all over Granola's arm and shit. It is messed up. And despite this with blood red eyes and blood dripping from his mouth, he's just like, ah yes, immersed in battle, this is my happy place. Nothing gets the Saiyan blood flowing more. And this literally spooks Granola. Like, that's not right. But then, what really spooks Granola is Vegeta starts to power up. And there's this wild energy coming off of him. And I love that the one heater who's monitoring them is just like, wait, they're over there now? They're going all over the friggin' map with this shit. And Goku notices the ki that is emanating off of Vegeta. It's just like, huh, God ki. But, that's some funky God ki. And as Granola, who has been knocked on his ass, starts firing into the tower of energy that has engulfed the Vegeta, none of his strikes manage to pass through. They instantly dissipate. And then Vegeta emerges from the flames with no eyebrows. It's really kind of creepy to look at, like, seriously. This new form of Vegeta's is really kind of funky to look at. But he says that the god of destruction taught me that power that's derived solely from instinct is unbounded. I have no idea what that means exactly, but I have to assume that this is Vegeta tapping into his god of destruction power that he's managed to get from Beerus. Why that gives him no eyebrows is really beyond me, but it is a solid way of showing the difference in this form. So I have to assume that with this god of destruction form, Vegeta has been born. Will he have the power to take down Granola? I'm kind of doubting it, but at the same time, it would be awesome if Vegeta actually got the W on this one. I mean, a lot of work. It would be awesome if it actually paid off for him for once. But I'm interested to see if there's actually more to this technique than just a change in appearance. Like maybe he gets some new skills, what have you, because that's really been the selling point of a lot of what we've seen during these past couple of arcs of Dragon Ball Super is more techniques rather than power-ups. So while I am interested in what the coloration of this form will be, I have to assume it's purple. God of Destruction Energy usually ends up being purple. We'll just have to wait and see. All I know is that I would love to see a lot of this anime. Taro has been just bringing that A game when it comes to depicting the fights. It is a spectacle and a half. And with a series like Dragon Ball, that's honestly kind of the best way to go. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What does this new form of Vegeta's entail? And what do you hope to see from it? I can't wait to hear from you. And if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notification. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.